Hi, this is Nancy from Nancy's Garden Soap Co. And tonight I want to try something a little bit different. I wanted to use this mold here and mix up one batch of oil or soap and then put different additives into each one. So I've marked these and I've dished out all the different individual items that I want to put in. This is a tablespoon of oatmeal, and then we have 2 tablespoons of pumice, and then I have a tablespoon of honey that's going to go in this one, and goat's milk that's reconstituted, tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of sea salt measured out here, and this one here will be plain. So I took my soap recipe and I scaled it down to 16 ounces, and I kind of think that these additives are too much for that much soap, but I'm here to have fun and play, and I'm going to bring you along with me if you'd like to watch. So here I have my oils mixed up, and I measured out some lemongrass essential oil, and I'm using a half of an ounce for this pound of oils. I like things to be strongly scented, and we'll see how that goes. So let's see, mixing that in. I'm also going to color it yellow since it's lemongrass, so I've got some mica here that I'm going to add in. And see if we can get this to mix up nice. And I'm trying not to bring out my stick blender for this small batch, but we'll see how it goes. So I don't want to have little bits all over the place. Yeah, I think we're going to get the stick blender. Hang on a second, let me blend. Alright, I gave it a quick blend with a stick blender off camera, and now I'm ready to add my lye to it. And one of the things that I was thinking about was, what if you wanted to make a little gift pack? You know, somebody requested, or you have Mother's Day coming up, and you want to make something for somebody and they like a particular fragrance, or you wanted to make a 6-pack of soaps, which I think would look really cute in a box. But in order to make each one different, you'd have to add different things to each bit. So my idea was to kind of try to get 6 different kinds of soap out of one small soap batch and see how that goes. So right here I have my oils, my lye, mica, and I have the lemongrass essential oil already in here. It's soaping a little bit hot, but it should be alright. I'm going to give it a quick blend with a stick blender. Alright, so now it's all stick blended, and I'm going to divide it up into little groups. So I have, well, first thing we can do is to pour the plain one. Let's do that. Here we go. That's going to be the plain one. Ta-da, one down. Okay, so it doesn't take a whole lot. I suppose if I wanted to do this very scientifically, I could use a scale and measure out about 3 ounces. So let's try that with our oatmeal one. Take my scale. I'm going to put 3 ounces in here, because I think that's about what these molds hold. Add my oatmeal to it. This is just finely ground oatmeal. Stir it up. And pour it in. And I have a few spatulas, one hand, because I figured I'd need them. Do you notice that I marked the mold with a permanent marker that I can then remove with alcohol later on? Okay, next one's pumice. So this one here, tear that out. Pour in about 2 ounces. Let me give this a stir. And 3 ounces. That's a little bit much. 3.5. Let's try that. All right. And then I have 2 tablespoons of pumice for this one. This is for sensitive skin, meaning it's finer than the other stuff. Turns it a little bit gray. And thick. It's kind of thick. Let's see if we can get this in the frame. Alright, not bad. The weighing them out seems to work pretty well. Don't have a lot of extra. I like that. Alright, let's try the salt one next. So, go. Should have brought my other light out. Always remember that after the fact. Let's move this back. Stir up my soap batter, and about 3.3 ounces. And here I have 2 tablespoons of sea salt that I'm going to put in for a salt bar. Grab a clean spoon, mix it up. I don't know, I thought it was kind of a cool idea. Something like this. The hardest part's trying to figure out what 6 kinds of soaps to make, in my opinion. So I just picked what I thought would work. I'm a little concerned about air bubbles, but I usually don't have much of a problem with air bubbles through this mold. I will try to tap it down a little bit. It smells wonderful. Who knew that that lemongrass smelled so awesome? I know you all probably did, but I didn't until somebody requested it. Okay. So I do love this mold. It's one of my favorites. Okay. With the salt, and next we have goat's milk and honey. Let me see if I can do this little tap. Doesn't look too bad. A couple little holes. Alright. Next container. Good, 3.5. And I'm going to add the honey, the goat's milk into it. I expect these to turn brown, but we'll see how it goes. Now, this would be a nice way to test out samples, or to see if you like a particular additive, or maybe if you're having problems with certain additive making your skin dry. This would also be a great way to test out different soap additives to see if there's a particular thing that's bothering you. Alright, let's see. We will grab this spatula. Clean it off. I think the goat's milk soap was a good one to do towards the end, because it's got water in it, liquid, and so it thins out the soap that was starting to get a little bit thick. I do have backup molds available in case I measured incorrectly and I have too much of my soap batter left. Alright, and the last one's going to be honey. So, this. I think being organized is part of the key for doing this, especially if you're trying to videotape it while you go. Just having all the right stuff ready. I think I only have a little bit left. Of course, I just put 4 ounces in here. All right, a little bit less than 4 ounces. Do that. And this is my honey. I did warm it up a little bit so that it would come out easily. A lot of honey per pound. And I was also thinking, what if I made soap, put soap in the, sugar into the soap? What would that do? I mean, I've used a little bit of sugar, but what if you made a soap bar that's mostly sugar? Has anybody tried that? I think that'd be kind of fun. Probably volcano all over the place. Alright, here's the honey one. And yes, I labeled these because yes, I would forget which one is which. I might be able to figure out the salt bar and the pumice bar and maybe the oatmeal. But the honey and the goat's milk, I'd probably get all confused. Okay, so I think I can smell the honey one. It smells like it's, I don't know. I don't know if I smell burnt sugar already, if that's possible, but all right. Try to smooth that out a little bit. All right, next I'm probably gonna put this in the fridge, and just for the sake of the goat's milk and the honey one, and unmold it tomorrow and let you see what they look like. Okay? So far, so good. Alright, it's the next morning, and I put these into the freezer for an hour or two until I knew that they'd cooled down, and then I brought them out overnight. Back here, I have some of the samples that I just tested to make sure that I'd be able to unmold them. So they turned out alright. This is probably a little bit of salt bar. This is probably the honey, or maybe the goat's milk that didn't go into the freezer. And I'll flick on another light for us. We have a lot of sunlight this morning. Okay, so this one here is honey. Then this one's goat's milk, salt bar, pumice bar, which is a little bit, has a grayish green tinge to it. This one is the oatmeal bar, and this one's the plain normal one. So let's see if we can flip these out. I'm hoping they look good and aren't too wet. Alright, that one there was salt bar. Good. That one's the goat's milk. Came out very nicely. Popped out easily. I had a 2-to-1 water ratio. That one there was honey. Has a few girls. Has a few bubbles on it. This one's plain. Looks good. And here comes oat. Right there. Make sure we're still in frame. Oh, you can't see the plain one. I'm so sorry. There's plain. Oatmeal, and the final one is pumice. This has a few imperfections along the side, but not bad. Anyway, this is just a quick little experiment to see if you could actually make 6 different kinds, adding individual exfoliants or additives to each one and pour them into your mold to make something. I guess I was thinking, you could take a box, maybe like this. Let's see if we can do that. A box like so, and put 3 of them into it, Let's go with oatmeal, pumice, and goat's milk. That wouldn't work. We'd have to do one of these. This one's the hunt. That one's salt. There you go. And stick them into a box like that as a gift. I think that would work out really well. Of course, these have to cure for a few weeks. I don't know if this size box, this is a candy size box somebody gave me, but you could also do it with a box like this, and maybe even do all 6 if you put them sideways like that and line them up. Also, I'd probably put a different color. It's a different color, the crinkle paper in the background. And then this one and this. Then you have a nice little gift. Mother's Day. I don't know, 6 soaps in a box, and then it seals up. And you got to add a little ribbon, and you got a great gift. And you didn't have to make 8 pounds of soap to do it. So that was my concept, my idea. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for things that you'd like to see me try to make, I'd be happy to do that for you. So just write them down below. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you later.